Hello everyone, it's been a while. We are now on summertime. And I just wanted to sit down and record a few things for posterity's sake. We've got quite a mess on our hands in this world, and I wish I could give you some great prognosis as to how it's going to all be, except for the fact that I can tell you that faith, you gotta have faith in the middle of all this mess. You gotta have faith, and you gotta have faith in a higher power, your creator, and for me it's Jesus Christ. And how do I say that? Because when I prayed to him and my Father, the Father I always wanted and never had, I was answered in good ways. Also, I've used it to ward off things that were really bad, and it worked. So, who answered me? He did. When I hadn't been answered before. I'm over 50 years old, and I know the young generation has been taught not to listen to us, that we don't know what we're talking about, and I think that's by design. But those of us who have lived this long and made it through and are semi-sane have a lot to tell you, and a lot of things to avoid, a lot of nonsense, but unfortunately nobody wants to listen. Nobody wants to listen. I'm constantly researching to try and find out information. And sometimes you'll find bits and pieces of truth within lies. It's just a matter of stringing up all the pieces to come to a full picture. And a lot of times that takes time. And I don't think we have much time as far as time goes. Time is something we've constructed here. I wish I could give you all the answers. I don't have them all, but I have some. I have some things that I could tell you that would be helpful. And I guess I was always looking because I never had the answers. And, I had a dysfunctional family, just like too many people have dysfunctional families. I didn't have really a mother I could rely on. My father was gone fairly early, and my stepfather was not a strong person. In his own way, he did his best. But I can tell you that we are in a battle of good versus evil, and the evil is in charge of the buildings and the places and the laws. And it's not a good thing for those of us regular people. It's hard to figure out who's good and who's bad, but the more I look at it, there's not much good in any of it. But the lesser of two evils, nothing should be that way. You gotta mark food organic. Shouldn't all food be organic? I mean, that's insane. But yet we accept it. We're not born perfect. We're not born good enough. Our bodies are already a problem as soon as we're born, so we have to be vaccinated against things. I mean, if you just think of the logic of it, or to be vaccinated to protect you against the unvaccinated. I mean, come on, people. None of it's logical. If you just sit and think for a minute. It can be downright depressing when you think about it. All the lies that we've been told. All the lies that have cost us dearly, have cost us our freedom, have cost us our health, and sometimes it's cost people their lives. Oh, if you just work hard enough. Yeah, okay, you work hard enough in their system, what? What do you get? You get the bare minimum to survive. I think there's a high price to pay to make a lot of money. And it's not a price I'm willing to pay. My soul is valuable. In the end, he will win. But it's not going to be pretty for those of us here. But I do hear that at the end, it does, it doesn't hurt when it's finally done and over with. And according to my son and his death, it's one beautiful, he came back and he's here, but an NDE, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. But with all their technology, and we only know a small portion of it, the things that they can do, and I have experienced, are scary. And the only protection you have is prayer. That's the only protection you have at this point. But none of us aren't going to live forever. But pray for yourself. Pray for your family members. Pray for your co-workers. Pray for all the good souls of this world. And pray for the bad ones. They come and over and they change and they make a correct decision, because eternity in hell is one hell of a price to pay. My brain runs at about 150 miles an hour, and I'm constantly looking at things and looking at this and just thinking to myself, my God. Yesterday was a beautiful day, and I was noticing that the clouds were like, reminded me of when I was growing up, all puffy and great looking, spread out. And then no more than 2 hours later, I see one traveling from the sun all the way to the moon on the other side, just fueling it up, a line. I've known about that for decades. And people used to think I was crazy. Oh, they thought I was crazy for a long time. When I bothered to mention anything. The programming's real, people. The programming's real. You got to start trying to think for yourself. I can't even state that more importantly. And don't get on any bandwagon. Any man or woman's bandwagon. Be very, very careful. You cannot trust man. I've wanted to think, well, they can't all be that way. I mean, there's got to be others like me and some other people I know. I mean, there's got to be great people out there, whatever. Well, I don't think so at the top, because it takes some really bad things for them to get to where they are, unfortunately. And I wish it were different. I really do. I've wanted to have hope, but the only hope is to have faith in Jesus Christ. Abba, whatever. He knows that I've prayed, please forgive me my words, because who knows what they've done to even our books and the things that we've been taught. Who knows? Who knows what our real history is? I mean, it goes that deep. But live your day-to-day life around the people who actually are good to you and care about you. Take care of your children. Give them a good upbringing. Enjoy them. Stay together. Have families. That's what they've destroyed. And you can see it everywhere. To weaken us, to make us more controllable, and to cull us. So, but as long as I'm breathing, I'm going to have hope. I've got to have hope. I have children and a grandchild. And I want all of y'all to have a wonderful day. I want you to squeeze every bit of joy out of this world until it's your time. I know it's difficult, but try. And hang in there. Hang in there. And know that you're not alone. And don't give up. We need everyone here we possibly can. And find each other and talk to each other. Love to you all. Bye for now.